Hello everybody, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. Today we are going to work on the Bee Happy Stationery journal that I put a vote out. There was a vote on a Facebook group as well. I don't get high numbers, but it's okay. It was a clear winner for a Petal journal. So this is what we're going to make. We're going to use printables from Bee Happy Stationery. So this is the fussy cut and small bits of printables, well, there's smaller elements. Then we have that's a stamped image. There's like labels, there's lovely background papers, there's you know, pages to put in your journal as pages. If you do like there's little postcards. So if you make journals, because I know a lot of people make journals purely from printables, you can make a lovely journal from this kit. It's flowers, it's got a flowery background, there's some little postcard bits and pieces. We're just going to get on and use it. This is my first ever design team project ever. So let's see. We're going to start the little stop clock because I want to do it in half-an-hour segments, but basically I want to push through and get it done today so that I can do a flip through as well. And I thought I would film the entire thing. I don't edit, so it's going to be set out in a series of like half-hour videos and see how long it takes to do it. Now, there's some caveats to that. I made this first because this actually did take quite a few hours. I'm going to show you how I made it by finding a piece of square paper. She said a book page will do. Okay, I do have a video on making a petal journal shape, but this is basically how you do it. Get a square. Now it could be all those 12 by 12 papers you've got. As bigger the square of paper, bigger the journal will be. This might be a bit troublesome because it's brittle. So you want to do some folds. It's kind of like half a Union Jack. That's kind of the way it goes really. Half a Union Jack. And what you do is you decide, in fact no, let's do a full Union Jack and then I know what I'm doing. Okay. So you fold it crossways and diagonally crossways, and then you decide where you want your top and your bottom be, and you sort of fold it in. You use the folds that you've made to make the shape. It's a little bit fiddly, but you keep pressing it down because you know you want to make a square again. And that's your first signature, and you do that however many times you want to build up the journal, and each of these pages is like a signature. So then you would stack them on top of one another, and the way you would glue is you just glue around 3 or 4 sides. If you want to make a pocket, because I've got some pockets in here, you just glue it around 3 sides, and I stagger my pockets so there's one on one side and one on the other. That'll become clear as we make. So this is how we are. This is made out of, I'm already 2 minutes in, I've got a big pile of these, can't even fit it on, they're massive. National Grid sort of electricity maps from the 70s. So that's what this is made of, and it's kind of card material, so that's why scrapbooking pages is a really good one to make. I've then put paint on. I just literally chose green, blue and black, and I just painted away last night, and I decided which panels I wanted to have the matte face in, so then it had to, because it's clear on the back, then that had to have paint, and you know which ones were the map, and I kind of inverted it so there's for every, the top and the bottom have got the matte facing outwards. I love this bit. There's a bit of tape that kind of came off and it did that. That's it probably will end up getting covered up, but I just loved it. Okay, so we have that. We've got the kit. I'm also allowing myself some stamped bees, so I did some stamping with bees. I've done some cutting out. They're just bees on book page, very simply, bit of watercolour. I've stamped a bulldog clip that I have stuck onto some cereal packet. I've got a pot of postage stamps. I do have my scraps tin somewhere, but I think that's probably all. There's some cardboardy bits that I might use as well. We'll just see what we play. I mean, I think that you sort of have these as a great base, and then you put your own bits and pieces in as we go along. So we're going to start. I would like to do some stamping first, and this is something I was stamping on. It's just a book about gardening. Where did I put my inks? I think Love It in Green. And I just want the vintage button. So I make these stamps using sentiment stamps from old, because I don't card make. So I have to be careful because not all of them are the same width. So, you know, it's not going to be perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be recycled and artistic. Okay. She says. So I just kind of want it where, do I want weed killers? Think about the writing, Lindsay. Even though there's going to be a bee. It's all about turf diseases. Here we go. Greenhouses. This is an old book that I found in a bus shelter library. So it's like an old bus shelter in a village that had a free library, and like it's an old 1960s gardening book that's full of pesticides and really unsafe practices that nobody wanted. So it has become lots of journals because it holds paint and ink nicely. So I use it for pages in lots of journals, like for years, because it was quite the tome. It's not the best. I don't care. I don't care. So how is your weekend going so far? I feel really tired. I need to book some annual leave, but I've only got 1.5 days left until it renews. So I'm sort of thinking, what do I do? I might go over that with a bit of gold as well. Should we do that? I think we should. I'm going to trim some of that off. Not that one. This one. I like it. So I used this actually and slow stitched around it for my slow stitch journal. This stamp. If you're like making yourself little handmade by, or you know you've got a little card making Etsy shop or something, or you just need a bit of a logo. That's what my logo on the channel is, literally something that's been stamped. Okay. Kind of want, and then I want the bee in the middle because that represents Sandra and the busy bee, or the Bee Happy. But you know, she's busy making kits. There's a nice nautical kit that I might try next. For next month. And they'll probably be like this, where I think of a project and then I bust my way through it. Okay, I think I need some gold around the outside of that. Messy, 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 messy. Mercy. So I was listening as I was getting ready this morning and just having a fiddle around in my craft room. A new book that I bought. So I've just read Sherry Frankie's House of My Mother, which was All the Feels. And then I just started reading one by a guy called Gary Stevenson called The Trading Game. He is a working class boy from London. I need to put this on something. And he beat the odds, because working class kids don't generally get to do things like this, and became a trader, made lots of money on the stock market. And it's his sort of like life story and why he left, basically. And like how he got there in the first place. So I'm literally just liking the first part of it. But it has been very eye-opening. Now, I've not made £1 million, but I did come off a council estate, which is like, in America, I guess you would say, is the projects. So, like, you know, I grew up in a very working class environment. And I did get a good degree from a very good university in something that's absolutely fiscally worthless. But there was lots of lessons that I'd learned along the way, and I found myself in Cambridge, and there's just things he's saying that's resonating. I'm like, yeah, I know that. Particularly about people's attitudes to people who are working class in this country. Yeah. It's good. I like that. Let's do it. So in 10 minutes we've done the front page. So I know we're not really, because I spent a couple of hours doing the layers. I'll talk while I'm gluing. I'll tell you about what I did. So I splashed the 3 colours, the black, the blue and the green, and sort of let the colours mix and mingle and move the paper around and stuff, just like did the mixed media thing. And then I sort of let it dry, and then I went around the outside with a white gel pen and the gold pen we've just used. It's the right way, yeah. To just create like little borders and sort of giving a bit of definition. Now, the other journal that I've done in this, and I've only, because this is my second ever Petal journal, I've made lots of blanks and given them away. And there's one in the competition that I've got going that'll be the end of this month, which is February 2025. It'll be over, where you need to subscribe, like the video, share the video and comment on the video, and then you get to win a box of vintage button goodness, which at the end I will show you what that is. There we go. I like that. First page, we're in. Okay, so now we're going to do this page. Keep the bees to one side. And what I want to do with this is I want to make an envelope, but I want to make the envelope from some of the printables. So I have in my stash envelope templates that I have made myself. That's the Petal journal shape. There's all kinds of templates. I take them off boxes. I've bought some templates. And I've made a lot of them where I've just sort of like made the size, I've liked it, so I've just stuck it on a bit of cereal packet. I'm trying to think. It's either that one or that one I want. I think I want this one. And I've just got shower ring, curtain rings, because you get loads of these curtain rings, don't you? Every time you change the shower curtain they send you some rings. don't need them, so I use them in the craft room. Right, so I have this envelope template. Like I said, you can make your own. I do have a video. I'll try and dig it out and stick it in the description. Let's do the drawing on that side. I would use pencil, but I want you to see what I'm doing. I'm sure you've all made an envelope before. And there's lots of ways to do it. Oh, 14 minutes in. I wonder how many pages we'll get done. I just thought this would add a little bit of like, well, it would be a good way to structure it. That's what I basically thought. Good way to structure it. So that I'm not sat here for 3 hours, and I don't think anybody really wants to watch 3 hours worth of a video. It's up to you, and I guess we'll see. I don't know if I'll put them all out on the same day. We'll have to see. I've got a slow stitch video to do tomorrow. I've got 2 slow stitch video ideas in my head. I've got so many ideas, just not enough time or energy. But we will get there. Now, I've probably not cut this out perfect, but I'm not worried. Not worried at all. We are going to stick it on some book page though. I want some. I want the. Or brown paper. Might be nice with brown paper in the background. Let's see. Yeah, that's a nice colour. Where's my quick glue? So I'm using my quick glue. Normally I use PVA, but because we're being quick, I'm going to use my quick glue. Round it again. Keep that to one side because we'll use that now because that's a nice colour. What's that colour like? Oh. Here we go. Do you know, I'd normally, because when I buy kits, I don't make like a full. I buy kits and I take elements from them. I don't make like a full journal. And I think everybody's very different because some people like that structure of getting a kit and knowing, oh, these are the page shapes, right? This is the size and the shape of the journal. This is the. And I'm not like that. It's like I can't bake. I can't bake cakes for toffee because I just can't. Baking's like a precise art. And make a good stew or a good gravy, something that where you're just throwing things in. And it's just because that's how my brain works. But we can still all use these things, we just do it differently. Right, so that's the inside of our envelope. Here we go. How cute's that? Right. Let's bring our little thing back. He's gonna go here. And then we're going stick that in. And the glue again. Do we put some gold on? I am a bit obsessed with gold. I think I think I got into it instead of doing the inking thing. There's a museum in Cambridge that has like illuminated texts, and I remember looking at these illuminated texts. So illuminated texts are before the printing press, when like monks basically used to sort of write out books, usually religious books, and they always had like bits of gold on them to show how precious they were and how expensive they were, probably. And they were just called illuminated texts because they sort of glowed on the page, and I've always been intrigued. And that it came from that. I kind of stopped doing the, and it wasn't even the first time I'd seen them, but we went to the museum. If you ever came to visit us, we don't live in Cambridge city anymore. We used to live really close to the city centre, and it would be, let's go for a punt and then let's go to the museums, and we would just end up at the Fitzwilliam. And we would always end up sort of looking at things like that. Illuminated texts. Okay, so we're going to make a blooming envelope from the cutty up bits. Okay, these 4 bits should be enough. We'll arrange them. Looking at the clock, there's loads of time gone. Look at that, it's a blooming envelope. I think I will spend most of my time going, where's my glue? Where is my glue? Let's do the green bits first. So I think we're getting 2 pages for half an hour. Which is not bad. I will be going in, so you might see they're a little bit different. I'll probably go in with some writing and stuff. I think what I want to do in these videos is just show you what you can do, like make-wise, with the things in the kit. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. That looks nice. Particularly if you're not like formula kind of way. Which, you know, like I said, I'm not. And that's absolutely fine, but it doesn't stop me from getting things like this. Oh, I might have to just do a little bit of trimmage. That's okay. We can do that. I'm going to make this like a pocket, and then if I wanted to stick stuff in at a later point, I could. So B. This one actually says B on it. Do it like that. Do I want it? I think I want it like that. Yeah. A little envelope like this is a bit of a mainstay for me. Go, there's a little bee on the background there. That's cute. It's cute, 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 cute. There we go. Right, we've got 5 minutes. Let's have a look at the vintage button box of goodness. So, to win this, I would like you to be subscribed, like the video, comment on the video, share it, let me know how you shared it. There's all kinds of stuff. There's 2 journals to decorate, one of which is a Petal journal. There's little packets of buttons and yo-yos. There's like ephemera packs with lots of cut-out bits. There's some trim, there's some tags, little paper thing. This is a needle book and a pin cushion and a covered paper clip and a partridge in a pear tree. Antique letters, vintage napkin, all in a lovely box covered in antique dictionary paper. So yeah, do that. I like it. That's very sweet. I like the black. Wasn't too sure about the black. So next time we're going to decorate this bit. These bits you could like stick bees and things on. I might come back and do those bits separately at the end. But yeah, there we go. Right then, I'm gonna move on. Thank you very much. This has been the Lindsay button. This has been Lindsay from the Vintage Button, and I'm gonna start a new page. So I'm gonna turn you off and put somebody else on. I am so tired. Didn't sleep well last night. Bye bye everybody. Part 2 coming soon.